All right, let's talk video. Have you ever done this? You spend a ton of money on some super slick, polished video, and then crickets. A handful of views, zero results. If that sounds painfully familiar, you're going to want to stick around. Today, we're going to break down how to stop throwing money away and start building a video strategy that actually, works.
So I saw this quote from Alex Berman, and it just hit me how perfect it is for video marketing. He was actually talking about using AI for cold emails, but listen, he says people just ask it to write a cold email, and when it doesn't work, they blame the tool. He's like, no, you're lazy. The process doesn't work. And that is exactly what happens with video, right? We say, make me a promo video, and then we cross our fingers. When it bombs, we think video is the problem. Nah, it's not the video that's broken, it's the process. Or really, the fact that we don't even have one.
And this is really the choice we're talking about. You've got two paths. Over on the left, you've got that lazy approach. Make one video, throw it out there, and just hope for the best. That's a recipe for blown budgets and videos just sitting there collecting digital dust. But on the right, that's the strategic system. It's a multi-stage video funnel that's actually designed to find, educate, and then convert your audience one step at a time.
Okay, so let's dig into that first approach. Why does it fail so miserably so often? Well, it pretty much boils down to one huge common mistake.
The mistake is this. Most of us start by making what's called decision stage content. You know exactly what this is. It's the buy now, book a call, sign up today kind of video. Your classic promos and ads. And look, this stuff is absolutely critical. But here's the catch. It only works on people who are already at the finish line. People who are ready to convert. If you show that video to a cold audience, someone who has no idea who you are, it's the marketing equivalent of asking someone to marry you on a first date. It's just way too much, too soon.
So, what's the smarter way? What's the alternative to that one hopeful shot in the dark? It's building a proper video funnel. It's a three-stage solution that's all about building a relationship before you ask for that commitment.
And here it is. I mean, it's so simple, it's beautiful, right? The whole strategic video funnel is just 3 stages: awareness, consideration, and decision. That's it. Instead of one video trying to do everything, you create specific content for each part of your customer's journey. So let's break down what each of these stages actually does.
Okay, first up, awareness. And this is key. The goal here is not to sell a single thing. Not yet. Your only job is to find your people. You're creating content that's so specific, so tailored to your ideal customer that basically only they would be interested in it. You're not casting a wide net for everyone. You're putting out a very specific signal to attract the right people.
Okay, so once you've got their attention, you move into the consideration stage. And your job here is simple: educate. This is where you give away massive value. You're answering their questions, you're tackling their objections and fears head-on, and you're gently introducing the solution to their problem. This is how you build that trust and become the go-to expert in their mind.
And then, and only then, after you've earned their attention and their trust, do you get to the decision stage. See? Now you can finally make the ask. Your audience is warmed up. They know who you are. They trust you. And they get how you can help them. This is when you hit them with that promo video, that clear call to action. It just makes sense.
Okay, theory is great, but does this stuff actually work in the real world? Oh yeah. Let's look at how some huge brands and even some smaller ones you might not expect are using this exact funnel and absolutely crushing it.
Let's take awareness content. Look at a giant like Walmart. They're not just running ads that scream, "Buy our stuff." No, they're creating content to build a genuine emotional connection. Remember those Real Walmart campaigns? They showed real stories from their employees and customers. That was all about changing how people felt about the brand. They even hired famous movie directors to make short films that ran during the Oscars. None of that is selling products. It's building affinity. It's making you feel something about the brand.
Now for consideration, let's look at a super niche company, California Lightworks. They make these really high-tech lights for growing plants. So what do? They've built an entire library of educational videos. They've got a video FAQ answering every question a grower could have. They have the CEO doing product demos. They run deep dive webinars on really technical topics. They are just systematically, piece by piece, educating their audience and proving, hey, we know our stuff. And you might think, who would watch that? Well, check this out. 19,000 views, on a single technical FAQ video. That's almost 20,000 potential buyers who are actively looking for answers. And this brand is the one giving it to them. That right there is the power of consideration content.
So what about the decision stage, the final ask? California Lightworks uses these killer testimonials from actual growers showing real results. We're talking people on camera saying, yeah, my crop yield went up 25–30% because of these lights. That's powerful. And Walmart? They've taken it to another level with interactive, shoppable videos. You're watching a cooking show, you see a spatula you like, you click it, and boom, it's in your cart. You can't get a more direct call to action than that.
And here's the punchline. The payoff. After putting this whole funnel strategy in place, California Lightworks saw their conversion rate jump by 250%. Their online orders up 233%. That's insane. And that didn't happen because of one lucky viral video. It happened because they built a complete strategic system.
Okay, so you've seen the proof. It works. Now let's get to the most important part, how you can actually build this for your own business. Here's your playbook.
So how do you build this thing for your business? Where do you even start? Well, I'll tell you where you don't start. You don't start with a camera. You don't start with a script. It all starts with your audience. Step 1 is all about defining your audience persona. You have to get this right because literally everything else flows from it. When you really, truly, intensely understand your audience, it's like a cheat code. You suddenly have all the answers for what kind of video will find them, what kind of video will educate them, and finally, what will get them to convert.
Let me show you a really concrete example. This is from a video strategy for a law firm. They came up with this persona called the justice-seeking job holder. And just look at how specific this is. It's not just people aged 25–50. No, it's, I see myself as a hardworking individual. I'm afraid I'll lose my job if I speak up. I want to feel empowered. You see, this isn't just a demographic. It's a real person with real feelings and fears.
And this is where the magic happens. Watch how that persona just gives you all your video ideas. For awareness, a title like 5 Things Your Boss Hopes You Never Learn. That's pure curiosity for our justice seeker. For consideration, a video that hits their biggest fear head on. Can I be fired for speaking up? And for decision, social proof. Real clients, real justice. See how every single piece is perfectly mapped to that person's journey?
And finally, step 3, you forecast your return on investment. This is the step that turns video from this fluffy, creative expense into a rock-solid business case. So for this law firm, they calculated a realistic scenario. Spend about $6,500 a month, bring in 5 new clients, and generate $125,000 in revenue. That's a 25 times return on your money. All of a sudden, video isn't a cost you have to justify. It's a profit engine you can't afford not to use.
So, I'll leave you with this one last thought. I want you to go look at your own video content or what you're planning to do and ask yourself this one simple question. Is your video just making noise? Just another video shouting into the void, hoping someone stumbles across it? Or is it strategically building relationships? Is it designed to guide your perfect customer on a journey from a total stranger to a happy client? Because that difference, well, it's everything.